Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In this video, since we are officially done with all of the battle jobs, excluding Blue Mage, we're moving on to the next set of jobs level, which are the Gatherers. I have already gone ahead, got Miner, Botanist, and Fisher to level 80. Well, Fisher was already level 80, but I got Miner and Botanist to 80. So, this video we're going to be focusing on Miner. So, we're going to go through those quests. I think I mentioned it before, but up until level 60, I got all the quest-related items I need for Fisher, Miner, and Botanist. At least up to level 60. Level 63, actually, beyond. This applies for not only the other gatherers, but the crafters as well. From 63 beyond, you'll be told to gather or craft quest-specific items. So when we get to those points, unfortunately, I'll have to actually put in the effort to get them rather than playing them with the market board. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I also got this too. Got that stupid side skill nonsense. I'll also use it. I'm never gonna use it. Look at that. Joy. Oh, Joy looks ugly as hell. But it's slightly better than what I have now, but I'm not gonna use it. Alright. But we're focusing on Miner. So we got levels 50 through 80 we gotta go through. So what did I call you first? A doll? I think I called you a doll, didn't I? Whatever. A doll! I'm ready to continue my progress as a miner. Well, so as I live and breathe, I don't suppose you'd be interested in commission, would you? The guild just received a request from the Sellsworth in Ishgard. Also, I want to correct myself. I said we're going through the levels 50 through 80 quests. I lied. This is 50 through 70. Crafters and gatherers, all their job quests stop at level 70. From 70 to 80, there's a different quest line that the jobs go through, and the crystalline mean and the crystarium, which will be their own separate videos, similar to the rogue quests as I had mentioned before. So, I'm going to correct myself right there. It's 50 through 70, not 50 through 80. My bad. Okay. I know how that sounds, but it's a company that's been charged with doing a minimum survey, and they need an expert's eye. Their captain is an Uldan too, one who's familiar with the guild's way of doing things. Now, Ishgard's territory is untamed and dangerous, but it's worth it to go where no miner has gone before, and I urge you to accept. Lynette can supply proof that you're a genuine guild member if you do. Alright, I guess we have no choice. We gotta go! I take it you're the one to explore the mineral wealth of Ishgard. Excellent! Well, the mercenaries who sent for you are employed by one of our high houses. These papers will serve as your proof of your position. Alright. As you will technically be employed by House 4 times, I think the courteous thing to do is to go to their manor and speak with the knight. Best of luck to you. Ooh, I'm very familiar with them, so works for me. Let me tell you, getting mine leveled up wasn't all that bad because I used company manuals, survivor manuals, and then revised survival manuals from Yellow Scripts to level up in Diadem. Mine wasn't bad, but since I had ran out of seals and I hit the weekly cap for custom delivery turn-ins, which I use to get the Yellow Scripts easily. Getting Botanist leveled up took a little bit more effort through levies. I think I used about almost 30 or 40 levies to go from like 67 to 80. So it was quite an ordeal. And Fisher, I just market boosted to 80. What brings an adventure to our doorstep? Don't you recognize me? Well, of course, the expert from the Miners Guild. Welcome, miss, welcome. You're one of the very few outsiders with an honor of serving House 4 times. Indeed, the Count has but recently seen fit to hire foreign sellswords for their experience and knowledge of other lands. We're to work with Oskin's Raiders, one such company under our banner. Their captain, Heimerick, can be found between jobs with the Forgotten Knight. No doubt he is enjoying the excellent ale. Okay. He's drinking away, huh? Great. As tedious as it was going through Diadem, it was relaxing. After going through all the battle jobs. Hello, Heinrich. You're the one who helped us with the mineral survey. Pleasure to have you, my friend. I'm Heinrich, captain of Oskin's Raiders. You'll like to work with us. You'll like working with us. Me and the lads, we take pride in what we're doing. Wars are lost for want of resources as often as for want of valor, and we can't all be dragon slayers. That attitude won us to count's trust. Some of the jobs come down from the house 4 times. I'm the one who decides how they get done. Which is to say, my word's the only one that matters. Are you want to take orders from me? I came this far. Ha! Good lass! Of course, I'll keep you clear of monsters and the like, but trouble's got a nasty habit of finding us raiders. The time might come when you've got to swing that pickaxe in self-defense. Let's hope not. There's all manner of wild beasts out there. Leave them to the captain and me. You're just worried about not pissing your own britches. Excuse me, Cecily. He's just young and stupid. Very, very stupid. He's so new to his life that he's almost got eggshells stuck into his fat little head. So we call him Hatchling. Captain's got fun nicknames for all of us. Tradition, he calls it. So what's yours? You're a professor or something, right? So what about professor? I'm not even close to being a professor. Bloody simple, isn't it? But that'll make for easy remembering. All right, professor. I'm not a professor. I'm a miner. Just call me miner, at the least. And that wraps up your initiation. We have nothing to do for the time being. A job will come from house 4 times soon enough, though. So make yourself ready for when it does. Okay, I'll do that. I'm already ready to go. Those manuals right there. Well, goddamn. Let me see these things. I could have used that shit when I was fucking grinding. Thanks a lot. It would help if I did the quest. God, this would have really helped with frickin' botanist. God damn it. Professor, we got a job from House 4 times. Are you ready for your first time out with the Raiders? Sure. Good, good. We're going to survey the Western Highlands and see if we can't find any veins of mithril. I need to dig the samples in the area and see if there's enough pure ore to mine proper. We'll meet at the south end of the Black Iron Bridge. Me and the lads will go ahead and clear out some of the monsters before you get there. Don't keep us waiting too long. Oh, you don't need to worry. I really wish I did the quest, but I wanted to get all the crafters or gatherers to level 80 before I recorded everything. Unfortunate, but oh well. I mean, that would have really saved me a lot of time. That would have put me at well, that's about 18 million XP I can earn. It's not as good as the revised survival manuals, because the revised survival manuals can give you 12 million XP, or up to 12 million XP. So that those manuals right there probably would have gotten me to probably 71 or 72 at best, which would have helped a lot. Oh well. Too late now. Glad you joined us, Professor. Lads, stop up your gobs. Hatchland, keep watch. I don't want anything taking us unawares. Muscles, scout out routes that can be used for taking the haul back to Ishgard. I want the pros and cons of each too. All of you, keep up your guard and don't get cocky. That goes double for you, Hatchland. Professor, start digging for mithrite down by the Gorgane Holden. Come back here when you've pulled a few bits of quality of the ore out of the ground. 10 chunks will be proof of pure mithrite in these outcroppings, and that'll be enough for House Fortom to develop the area. Now, Raiders, to your duties! Don't have to do your duties for very long, because I already got what you need. Oh, I guess I didn't even buy that, because that's... I forgot the Adamantite ore was the initial level 50 quest. I guess I didn't need to buy that. Oops. Huh, I'd say that was well worth the trouble of hiring a proper miner from Uldal. Captain, we got wounded. Uh-oh. Want me to job change? Muscles, get him to Falcon's Nest. Camp Riversmead's closest, but that's more trouble than it's worth. Surveying sounds like a safe enough task when you got an army. Well, you don't have an army. Tis a miracle we didn't lose any men this time around. That's what a sellsword's lot is. That's a sellsword's lot, isn't it? See, knights are brave, honorable people, all competing to see who's bravest and most honorable. They'll fill themselves from the dragonfire to win honor in the eyes of the high houses. But not one of them will jump for this kind of work. So they'll find someone what's willing to do it and pass it off to them. Sometimes that's their own men, and sometimes it ain't. Captain, are you saying one of ours could have been killed because the nobles think themselves too bloody good for the work? Aye, that's the long and short of it. But Hatchland, I'm the one who offered up the Raider services. The work's dangerous, but we'd win favor for doing it. And House Fortoms, they're fair-minded folk. They will give us better when the time comes. But to get it, we've got to be able to put our swords forward no matter what. That's how you become successful as a sellsword. Shit business, if you ask me. If you can get out, by all means get out. None of my lads came to this life willingly. Some drifted into it, others came tumbling down to it. There's one as took to crime and lost his home. Another lost a lover and needed a new home. There's only one breed of strays I don't take. Them what want a place to die. They're bad for business and bad for the company. So tell me, Hatchland, why are you here? I came because I want glory. And a name. I want to win myself one of them. Wrong sod and place for you then, but I'll keep you. You're not half bad with the blade. Well, let's get back to Ishgard. I'd kill for a hot bowl of soup after this cold. Okay. Ishgard bound! Seems our wounded land will make a full recovery, Professor. Fast enough to join us the next time out, even. Really, I'm blessed to have this lot. Now, even Hatchland's a better sword than I was at his age. In a road, keep honing your instincts, eh? Our next job's like to be harder and dirtier than this one, and you'll want to be sharp for it. Okay, you don't have to worry about me. I'll take the silver pieces. Oh, good. Joy. Professor, I was just looking for you. Tell me, where do you find quality titanium? I'm gonna say titanium. Maybe I should start at the beginning. House Fortoms is to take the van in on a new offensive against the Dravanians alongside the Temple Knights. 'Tis a risky gambit, and they'll need a very best gear to succeed. Blades that won't blunt against dragon scale, and armor that will stand Dravanian claws. Normal metal just won't cut it. Which takes me back to titanium. The smithies tell me it's the only metal that'll serve, and they'll need a proper reserve to armor all the knights. So do you happen to know where we might find a goodly vein of ore? Your expressions tell me you don't. Well, it's a good thing I'm prepared then. Here, this is a sample of pure titanium ore. Take that to your guildmaster and see if she can tell you anything. I mean, I got a whole stack of it in my inventory. Why don't I just give you that to you? It's not a reservoir, but it's something. All right. Cecilla, God, this feels like it's an age since we last spoke. It hasn't been that long. Tell me, how are you enjoying prospecting up north? You must have a tailor too. I got this. Do you know more than the same quality of titanium as this? Oh, why does no one ever come to visit with me? All work and no play for the guildmaster. I'm sorry. Let me take a look. Adol. There's something about this here sample. Work. That's all I could think of. God, the two of you. Fine, take it. Cecily, you're in need of a location to mine more of the same quality, yes? The thing is, I've seen this same ore before. It was back when I was a little more than a cub. Someone brought it to Father for appraisal. A hunter who found it while working in the Javanian forelands. Father had seen its like before, but he recognized it as titanium. I tell you, this sample is a spit image of that one. I'm glad you were looking so closely, White Gully. I remember now. Deep Canyon did tell me of that ore and said it was extremely pure. And if the hunter found it in the Javanian forelands, the reserve may well be there. That said, titanium is rare, and the hunter may have just found it by chance. But go and see what you can dig up. If you can find a vein, maybe that'll help study my debt with you. I've already got it. But thanks, sir. Alright. Professor, if you found out anything. I did. And the Javanian forelands, eh? Then the ponds is like to be the one in the Chocobo Forest. Hunters don't leave the area for fear of dragons. Of course, 2 chunks of titanium don't mean a proper load. But it's a good lead, and I'm willing to bet on it. Ha! Just time to summon the lads. We'll see you in the Chocobo Forest, Professor. Why don't you just send me there? I can work my way around a bunch of different monsters. They won't bother me. Alright. Where are we going? I'm going up here. Good, that's the law of us raiders. The lads have all got their orders. Let's get to it. Captain, I don't understand. Why aren't you having the raiders know the lay of the land and guard our flank? Why? Why? That's a good question, actually. Muscles, you take the perimeter. Alright, Professor, you know the drill. If you can find 10 samples of quality of titanium hereabouts, that'll be proof enough for a good load of ore beneath these trees. Hatchland, hang back with me. I'll need a runner if I need to change my orders. Now, lads, move out. I got what you need. Here you go. Some ore for you. And I got lots of ore for you, actually. Ha! You've rightly earned your pay today, Professor. This proves there's a load of titanium here worth mining. and the lads come through with a little more than a scratch on them, I'll have my head held high when I tell the count. Slow down, Captain. Muscles ain't back yet. Said he was going to clear the road home and went off to on his lonesome. I give Muscles leave to do as he sees fit. The man's never been beat by monsters or men, and his service record's spotless. He can handle himself just fine. Why do you keep me on a bloody leash then? I've never been beaten by monsters neither. Aye, if that holds true for 10 name days, I'll think on it. But if I let you off the leash now, you'll got to get killed. You're just too young, hatchling. Says you, Captain. Alright, Muscles still isn't here. Oh, there he is. Monsters are no more. They'll not come again for a time. That's good. That's a good man, Muscles. Now let's get back to Ishgard. Man, I can understand this guy's frustration. Alright, forgotten. House Four Times was right pleased with what we did today, and that thanks is owed to you. My raiders are running like a proper army these days. Everyone understands their place and does their duty. You and Hatchling. The lad's got a bright future, if I can buff the edges off of him. The young, eh? Bunch of cocky arses. I've seen more than a few lose their lives over stupid quarrels of honor. Not worth worrying over the dead, is it? Any road, Professor, though we knew we're coming. Until then, just keep on mining. You don't gotta tell me to do that. Alright, Joy. Okay, an hour and a half later wasted. Heinrich! What's going on now? What's happening? We've got new marching orders, Professor. This time we're to explore some uncharted land and see if there's anything of mineral value beneath it. Problem is, this land's in the Giovannian hinterlands, just beyond the Horde, and they're not overly fond of us, in case you forgot. Now, you may be wondering how we landed this job. Some don't take kindly to House Four Times' successes, our successes. These people are demanding ridiculous things now, and the Count is calling us to deliver. And it's not all bleak news. Word is that there's a little settlement of adventurers sprung up in the hinterlands. The lads and I will go on ahead and see if they'll let us set up camp there. We'll meet in the Maker's Quarter. Ought to be safe enough there. Just come when you're ready. That one knight talked of going by airship. I told him none of us need the coddling, but be careful of the dragons all the same. You don't need to worry about that. But yeah, about an hour and a half later, wasted. Family's trying to decide if they want to, well, I should rephrase that. My brother wants us to move to upgrade our phones, and he pulled us out to the Verizon store. But lo and behold, yeah, they closed at 5, not 6, as he believed. So we wasted time doing that. And then we tried to go into T-Mobile, and they were too busy. So, yeah, wasted time. I don't know. Me, I really have no interest in upgrading phones. Nothing's wrong with my phone. I have no interest of changing carriers. But if I am gonna be, if I am gonna upgrade, I don't know. It's between the. I thought the Z Flip and the Z Folds are pretty cool, but there's also the S21 Ultra as well. So I don't know. I don't really have a strong desire to upgrade or change carriers, so The motivation to look for new phones just isn't there. For me, anyway. Alright, hi, Lurk. What's going on? Professor, I'm glad to see you made it here safe. Now to work. The Holy Sea's got no idea what's here. Could be dirt or it could be gold. So we're to find out what minerals are underneath the ground. My friend here is a proper naturalist. We've got a professor already, so I've taken to call him Rocky. Sir, you got the nicknames mixed up. Now that's a professor. Rocky should be fitting for my name. Oh my god. Two academics. We're moving up in the world, lads. I don't know where you get Rocky from. Rocky should be my name, not professor, but whatever. Now, Rocky will need something to examine. Digging it up is your job, Professor. Get us a few samples. 3 should do it, and bring it back here to me. Godspeed. You need to tell what I'm looking for. Alright, what's here? What's here for me to dig up? I'm not quite sure what I'm looking for, but I found one chunk of unidentified ore from the mining point. Great. That's fantastic. We're off to a fantastic start. What about here? More unidentified ore! Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. What about here? More unidentified ore, perhaps? I was right! Unidentified ore! Okay. Have you found something? Found these. That's my professor. Now, Rocky, earn your keep. What are these samples? Dear me, these all contain hard silver. Pure hard silver. It's a metal worth twice its weight in gold. Well, if you but dig a little deeper, you might find a mountain of the stuff. Ha! That's music to my ears. Professor, let's see if we can't prove there mountain beneath our feet. You know what to do. Find me 10 quality chunks of ore. Already got them. Here's your ore. You're a wonder, Professor. Well, Raiders, let's pack up and get the hells out of here. What's going on? Captain, we were attacked by mechanical men. Hatching game chase. What? He didn't go by himself, did he? He did. That stupid boy. If he comes back alive, I'll beat him bloody. Speaking of which, sorry for keeping me again. You don't need to fear the monsters no more. Though it wasn't easy putting them down. You arrogant little arse! I told you not to run off on your own. Didn't that penetrate your thick skull? What choice did I have, Captain? They were making for the camp. It was us or them. Then why not warn us? Was your link reel broke? Don't tell me you didn't have the time. Captain, Fine. I'm sorry. No bloody good deed goes unpunished in this swiving company. We're done here. Get yourself back to Ishgard, Professor. I'll see you there. Man. I don't want to say don't be too hard on the guy. I mean, his heart was in the right place, but I mean, he does raise a point. You know, it was reckless to him to go off on his own without warning us. I mean, so I can sympathize. Well, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Huh. Professor, thank you for today. You always do what I ask you. Keep a level head and get your job done. Sorry about that business with Hatchland. Shouldn't have been so hard on the boy. I just want him to grow up proper. Like my little brother should have. He was Raider too. Looked a fair bit like Hatchland, as it happens, but he's long gone. I'll bet everyone and their mother has got a sad story, eh? There's sure to be a new job coming before long. I'll just drown my troubles till then. Well, no need to do that. But whatever floats your boat. Okay. Professor, you've earned quite the reputation as a miracle miner, and you've carried Oskin's raiders to fame on your back. Hatchland? Not trying to worm yourself a job from this fine night, are you? No, Captain. Just came in at the same time, that's all. He wants a word. Allow me to congratulate you on your latest conquest in the hinterlands. Oskin's raiders are on the lips of every noble. Moreover, your successes have lent weight to the Captain's message. Thank you, my lord. But did you come here just to pay us compliments, or do you have work? Ever the enterprising fellow, I see. Yes, I do have work. The Holy See has begun to speak of mining in earnest. You have been mentioned by name. Huh, we are working our way up in this world. There is one caveat, however. House Four Times cannot promise you any soldiers or workers. Must needs go to the hinterlands unaided, as per the terms of our previous arrangement. Suits me just fine, sir. Oh. No aid, huh? Okay. Seems a little dangerous. But they're knights. Well, not knights, but... Cat, why in the seven hells did you agree to that? When was the last time dangerous enough for you? Too dangerous, to be honest. The better we make House Four Times luck, the more we'll profit in the long run. Even if it means taking jobs like this. Profit? Long run? Captain, they're just fobbing us off, using us for their games. The hell's with this? I've done my level best to raise him proper, and that's what I get for my trouble. Pig-headed arse. Can't find work if you explode just because you hear something you don't like. But I'll worry about him later. We got a job to do. We'll look into mining around Idleshire, a bit further back into the hinterlands than last time. Come quick as you can, Professor. Oh boy. Alright. Idleshire, we're going back there. This person's still sitting here. Cool, I don't have to go anywhere. Sorry, Professor. Job's off. Monsters attacked us just as we were sitting up. 2 raiders were badly wounded, and Hatchland's gone missing. Lad flew into a rage and gave chase to the monsters. We have no idea where he went. And we don't even know where to start searching it. And to top it off, it's just me and his muscles. Tis my brother all over again. I can't leave Hatchland for dead. I just can't. I can't. You need to get a hold of yourself, sir. Thank you, Professor. You're right. Acting like that won't accomplish nothing. Can't save Hatchland unless we know where he is. So, if we find where he is, some folk around here may have seen him. What was her midnight dew? That's the leader. You learn what she knows. Me and Muscles will see what we can find on our own. Alright. Let's see what we can find. Hello, lass. One of Heinrich's men's gone missing? That's terrible. Of course I'll help. As a matter of fact, the scouts saw a lad legging it towards the ruling quarter, not a bell pass. But ever since that last venture went in and never came back, we keep away from the place. We haven't even got a good sense of what's there. Only one who passes through there is the Gobby merchant. He may be able to help, but I don't know to know that he will. See, he's a greedy little bugger, and he'll hardly speak a word till he's gotten paid. Last time I tried a deal, he demanded choice adamantite ore. And can't give you a myth, I say. And the bastard tells me to mine it myself in Az's Law, wherever that is. To be honest, I reckon he just wants to treat with me. I wish I could be more helpful, lass. Here, let me ask about it. See if I can't find something else he wants. You don't need to, because I've got the ore all ready to go. For this greedy old goblin. Upland wants help, then Upland gives me present of adamantite ore, very finest from Az's Law. Here you go. I read of adamantite in the book, but I think it just Uplander imaginings. Thank you, friend. You are a good gobby friend. I will help find missing Uplander. When I pass through the ruling court, I hear a sound of feet. See a man holding a sword. I will guide you and your friends there. Ooh. Alright, sirs. Got a lead. That goblin was singing your praises, Professor. Said you gave him some legendary ore. I'm not rightly sure what he did, but thank you. He told us that he saw a hatchet running about the ruling quarter. Best of all, you've got us in there. Sounds like a perilous place, but we're bound to follow. Well, me and Muscles are. We'll clear out any monsters so you can follow after us, if you choose to. I mean, I'm in it for the end. I've done my duty. So I might as well see it through. So ruling quarter, huh? Well, it's way down there. It's on the opposite side of the map. Is that on the hill? Where the hell is he? There's Alexander in all its glory. Alright, where are you at, guy? Where'd you go? You're around here somewhere. Professor, bless your eyes. Do you see Hatchling? Captain! Hatchling! Hatchling, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Keep watch. Well, what am I gonna do? I'm a miner, I'm not a fighter. Captain? Last I remember, I was falling in. Why'd you come after me? Do you really need to tell you why, Raider? I'm so sorry, Captain. I never should have run off like that. If only I'd listened. Aye, we've a black mark on our record thanks to you, and you'll pay for it. But that can wait until you've healed. There's the ore. God's above, the professor did all that for me. Upland gives me desire of my heart, and I'm longly searching for adamantite. I'll do it again. Yes, even with the risk of painful falling. 'Tis a good thing you got off with only a painful falling, Hatchling. If the professor hadn't dug up that ore, we might have never found you alive. Professor, thank you. I'm sorry for everything I put you through. You better be. Had to go far for that. Hatchlin, I think I owe you a tale about my brother, Gevard. Gevhard? He joined my raiders when the same age as you, and he was every bit as cocky. Wouldn't back down from a fight, nor take an order. But he was my blood. I did my best to rein him in, but it wasn't enough. And one day he went too far. It was just up in the Western Highlands. His temper cost one raider's life, and he put the rest in mortal danger. But off he ran all the same. So I left him. I had to. He died alone, and it broke my heart as a brother. But I'd do it again. It was the right decision as the captain. Yeesh. I'm glad we could save you, Hatchlin. Life, it don't give many chances like this. He literally left his brother to die. Good lord. Well, that's enough of that. Muscles, help the lad up. Let's follow our merchant friend out of here. Professor, I have one last task for you. Could you drop this off with Midnight Dew? Wouldn't sit well with me to leave her unrewarded for her help. What is it? What did I get? I got something. I don't know what I got, but I got something. I got a sack. Great. Can I look inside? Can I peek inside, see what's in it before I hand it off? No? Fine. Well, what happened with that missing lad? Thank you to all you found him. I appreciate this loot as well. The captain knows me too well. We go back a ways, and I know he'd have taken it hard if he'd lost a raider. Can't say I knew he had a brother though. More than a few folk go missing in the Western Highlands. What'd you say his name was again? Gevard? I knew him. He was here. Called himself a failed sellsword. He was dragging himself up the road when the gobbies found him. They nursed him back to health, and he served an Autoshard loyal in exchange for their kindness. He taught the gobbies how to defend themselves. He died fending off enemy advances in the settlement, and they gave him a hero's burial for it. Tell Heimer, would you? He deserves to know. Yeah. Okay, so you didn't die alone. That's nice. That's clearly there's no mineral deposits in Ishgard. Clearly. I would be morbidly shocked if there were. Guy, I got some good news for you. Well, what? Gevard lived? But I left him. For years he's haunted me. Who he could have been if I'd been harder on him. But now I know that he didn't die of failure. I can lay his memory to rest. Thank you, Professor. And for this and for Hatchlin. You're really something, you know. A man starts to think of becoming a miner when he sees all the good you've done with your pickaxe. Just between us, I think it's time for Hatchlin to leave the nest. Keeping him near only clips his wings in the long run. I'll miss him, but he'll be happier as adventurer. Lads and I can't stay here forever, neither. The world is wide and sellswords are needed everywhere. We'll be the most famous company in all of Eorzea, just you wait and see. But no matter where we go, we'll never forget you, Professor. The miner of Oskin's Raiders. Oh, good. Alright, so... I gotta go back to Adol. Alright, well that's that. Now I gotta go back to Ul'dah for the level 6270 quests. Goody for me. Will I get more freaking manuals? Probably. Manuals I could have used for leveling botanists. Alright, I'm ready to start the next quest line. Since I hear you did good work assisting Oskin's raiders with the middle survey. The letter of thanks is sent to the guild from the Count Day 4 times himself was quite flattering. Then again, that's the kind of praise I would expect from the woman who bested White Gully. Of course, that's not to say you can just rest on your laurels now. There's a small manufacturer in Idleshire and searching for a miner to help with their work. I think you'd be perfect. God, I gotta go back there. My God. Open, heading to Idleshire, are we? Excellent. I took the liberty of preparing your guild papers in advance. The claim for this job is a Lalafeld named by the name of Nono Watto. I'm just gonna call you Nono. Hand him these documents and he'll see to it that you well briefed on the task at hand. Best of luck to you. Alright, Nono. Alright, where are you at, Nono? There you are. Think that's a 20 million gil mount? No. Well, that's me. Is there something I can help you with? Why are you wearing a goblin mask? Oh, you're the one they sent me from the Miners Guild, are you? My apologies, I wasn't expecting you so soon. And I wasn't expecting to see you in a goblin mask either. Right, yes, the job. Let me show you the manufacturer. I'm gonna call you Sheep Stick. Sticks, that's your name. There's no doubt champing at the bit to explain everything to you. Isn't it chomping at the bit? Alright, what's going on here? None of those sticks. Would I be correct in assuming you're the miner of the guild he has sent? Splendid! It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Whoa. I run this humble manufacturer, leading my workers as we push the very boundaries of technology to their utmost limits. Would it be terribly rude if I inquire as to why you look so quite shocked? I would imagine this is our minor friends for us trying meeting a goblin quite as eloquent as you, sir. Yeah, that's true. I mean, his language is pretty fluid. Sharp as ever, my dear Nono. This line of work frequently requires me to interact with other races, such as yourself, and I frankly found Gobby speak a ghastly hindrance to business. This spurred me on to work tirelessly to master the common tongue. After all, when you have chosen to devote your life to pushing the very boundaries of tech... Wait, have I already told you this before? I already told you this, haven't I? Simply put, we aim to further technology in Eorzea by harnessing the knowledge and expertise of both man and goblin alike. We request your help as we find ourselves in need of minerals to aid our work. To be more specific, we're currently in the midst of a certain project. No need to be so indirect, young one. That project you speak of is the Gob Roller, a vehicle designed to aid our dream of one day reclaiming the Shalian ruins. They may be overrun with beasts for the moment, but that shall not stop us from expanding the borders of our beloved Idleshire. Terribly sorry to trouble you, old girl, but do you think you're up to gathering the various minerals we require? I wouldn't have came here if I wasn't. Terrific! I must admit, I had fretted that you might refuse us for a moment there. Now that we know you're willing, I shall have the team introduce themselves to you. Alright, who am I working with? Oh, why are you all wearing masks? Please take the masks off. Oh my god, this name. I'm gonna call you Chris. Name's Chris. I've been tasked with making the Gob Roller's armor. Looking forward to working with you, Miss Miner. I'm gonna call you Zahn. My name is Zahn, and it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been laboring of late to create the machine's interior. I'm also excited to see what little delights you bring to our workshop. I'm gonna call you Foe. I go by Foe, and together with Chris, we have been working to design the armor that will adorn our dear Gob Roller. I have to say, for a miner, you look like you can hold your own fairly well. Something tells me we'll get along just fine. Gobby's name is Stack. Stack, I'm gonna call you Stack. Stack. And Stack is sweat working to make Garble insides. Upland's handling is appreciated muchly. And I do believe that is everyone. No one will answer any questions you may have pertaining to our work schedule. As the chief says, I'm the one in charge of managing this project. And one of the perks of being this #1 apprentice. Anyway, I feel like this is a conversation best continued outside. Chris said it best when he described the manufacturer as being hotter than Ifrit's bottom. Lord. Alright, no. Much nicer right here, don't you think? Well, that's about everything I had planned today. I do hope you enjoyed meeting everyone. Work will start properly the next time you are able to visit. In the meantime, we'll be keeping busy organizing a list of which materials we require most urgently. Make sure to keep your pickaxe nice and sharp. Good, there's more manuals I could have used. Check on those, the same ones. Again, I could use these for Fisher. Or not Fisher, Botanist. Oh, maybe I should have done these quests first before leveling Miner. Or Botanist. Oops. Oh well. Now, going forward, for Miner, all the items that we need for the quests are quest specific. So you can't buy the following job item, the quest items from the market board. So you have to have the quest active in order to actually get it. Cecil, surely your time is impeccable. I finished writing up the list of minerals now not a few moments ago. I'll hand it over to you, but Chief Styx has said it was keen to see that you were properly briefed first. Please follow me to the bang pots. The what? The hell is a bang pot? Manufactory? This is what you call the bang pot? I guess that's the name. You have my thanks for coming. Regrettably, it's not the best of times. Pray wait a moment. Or may help you as an outsider with best suited to solve this conundrum. I know this is not quite what we requested for your services were, but would you mind granting us your succor, old girl? Originally, I had planned to ask you to mine materials required for the construction of the Gobbler's armor. However, work has come to a screeching halt thanks to Chris and foes deciding that their time would be better served arguing. Something tells me that you might just be the one to make them see eye to eye once more. I would be eternally grateful if you could speak with them and unearth the cause of this fissure. My God. I am ever in your debt, noble miner. The rest I leave up to you. You have my full confidence. Why don't you just ask them? They're right there. Cessa. What's that? We heard that Phil and I haven't been on the best of terms lately. Well, I suppose that's one way of putting it. We'll be using Gobrel in the Giovanni hinterlands, an area rife with all kinds of vile beasts. And what do vile beasts do? They attack. Ferociously. Ask anyone in Autostar, they tell you the machine needs heavy armor capable of withstanding physical attacks. Anyone except Foe, anyway. She's got into her head for some bloody reason that claws and fangs don't warrant fortified defenses. Absolutely no clue how the chief expects me to work with someone who, never mind the forest, can't even see the trees surrounded by monsters in the hinterlands. Alright, Foe, what's going on? If you were here about the certain core, then you might as well just leave now. I would not expect the miner to understand the complexities of armor design. Bitch, I am a blacksmith and an armorer. I think I know my way about armor design. That being said, it's hardly a complicated matter. My point is simple. We need to equip the Gobbler with ample protection against magic. That loggerhead simply needs to acquiesce and we can resume our work once more. As I'm sure you have noted during your adventures, these lands have their fair share of fantastic beasts that wield deadly magic. This is precisely why I'm in the mind that we need to ensure our machine is protected against such threats. How can you think otherwise? But I forget myself. His lack of sense infuriates me so. In summary, I have no intention whatsoever of changing to suit Chris's ridiculous ideas. Lord. So that was the cause of this commotion? You might think, Cecil. However, I must say I'm truly perplexed by all this. Neither one of them is entirely wrong, after all. No, dear boy. A gill for your thoughts. My thoughts? Well, as you say, we're both quite good ideas. If only there was someone who could have our cake and eat it. Cake? You've strayed awfully far from the subject, but I am inclined to believe there is a way we can combine these two approaches. That is the founding principle behind our work, after all. Making the impossible possible. Ooh. Cecil, what did you tell you to mine some beggar's mithril ore for me? 3 chunks or so should be enough. As to what we actually need it for, well, let's say that's the prize for your triumphant return. According to Charlene records, beggar's mithril ore can be found in the fringes of Garabania. Best of luck. Okay. Thanks for telling me. Garabania is a big place. Alright. So, with this going forward, we should have a, we don't have a Dale? Did they ever tap for job quests? They do not have a thing for job quests? Really? Really? I'm actually quite shocked. Usually they have a thing for job. Well, I guess it makes sense. It's not crafting. I really have no idea what I'm looking for. So I gotta look for beggar's mithril ore. The problem is they can tell you where to look. In the striped hills in Garabania. Where the hell is the striped hills? They said the fringes, right? Well, it's gotta be the fringes, because that's the only place we can get. We would have been able to get to. All right. Oh, there's the hill. We're over there. Okay. Okay, so usually this is the time where well, I'll just see how it goes. Usually this is the time where I cut out the gathering, but so let's find ourselves some beggar's mithril ore. I'm just gonna show you it. Then probably going forward for the remainder quests, I'm gonna cut to where I have actually gotten the item. There it is. See how it's untradeable? That's why you can't buy it off the board. So yeah. So I'll do it just this one time. And then I'll skip to when I've actually gotten to it. So I think this is the high quality one. Yes. All right. So yeah, this is the problem. It can be quite a pain in the ass. Alright, I got lucky that time. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Going forward. So now I'll do the same thing for the levels. Well, actually no, because the crystalline stuff is gonna be its own thing. So never mind. So yeah, I'm going to. Well, I'll show you where we can go if they don't mention it, and then I'll cut to when we're turning it in. I'll make a mention of it. Don't worry. I suck at explaining things. I got your ore. Here you go. You really outdid yourself on this one, old girl. This quality is absolutely top-notch. No, fetch Chris and Foe for me. Chief, would you mind explaining just why Foe is here as well? I figured you were all aware of the bad blood between us. Never mind your silly squabbles. Let's take a look at this. What am I looking at exactly? Tis an alloy I created using the beggar's mytho ore he had sesamine for us. It is noteworthy for having exceedingly little ethereal conductivity. You need to say that you're going to use my idea? Fantastic! Chief, how could you? You may as well tie the gobble in a neat little bow and get into the beast at this rate. Now, let's not jump to rash any conclusions here, you two. Imagine this. We make sheet metal using this ingot, proceeding to wrap it in the regular sheet metal we use for vehicle armor. That's all very well and good as an idea, but in practice that's going to weigh the vehicle down to no end. I would not be so sure. If you combine your skills, there's no reason that they're impossible need to remain so. Snacking the two types of metals to create a new kind of armor, one which fulfills our needs, is something I imagine you two are quite capable of doing. Would you not agree, Cecila? I mean, they seem I don't know why you're asking me, but they seem competent. I can tell you now, we're going to need more than just jam two bits of metal together. Creating armor that is resistant to all kinds of attacks while also being of a manageable weight and size, well, it is much easier said than done. We could try welding the two pieces of sheet metal together, although we still need to figure out a way to reduce the thickness of the armor to a single sheet. Doesn't look like we'll have much time for fighting with this one on our plate, Foe. How could I put it better myself? If we both will have the energy to bicker, then we certainly have the energy to develop a new way of creating armor. Let us not give the chief cause to regret his words, Chris. Well, they certainly turn around quite fast. By the gods, it worked! Chief, you're brilliant. I could have not done it without the help of our darling miner friend. Once more, I am indebted to you, old girl. You have my thanks as well. Pray join me outside so that we may review today's developments and discuss your future schedule. Okay. Lord. Why do you have a hole that goes in... I always wonder why they have a pit that goes nowhere. The bottomless pit. Is that like a garbage hole? You did amazing work today, Cecil. Allow me to thank you once more. However, I also feel obligated to apologize for asking much of you. I don't imagine you'd expect to have to mediate between our workers when you accepted this job. I'd love to say this was the first time such a quarrel has erupted between those two. But that's neither here nor there. Enjoy some well-earned rest and seek me out once you feel you're ready for your next job. I am all ready and set to go. Give me my fancy Unearth 3 ability. Wait, did it upgrade? Hang on. I'm so confused here. Oh, it upgraded. I didn't even realize. Alright, cool. I'm gonna get sneeze from yeah, these are all traits from the quests. Okay. So the time has come for our next mining job. This is what I would say saying to you right now if we lived in a perfect world. Yeah, another fight has broken out the manufactory. Hurry, we've wasted enough time already. God damn, these guys just can't get along. Really? Where's the teamwork? Alright, who's arguing now? An adventurer, I was just recalling a time when my work used to be so enjoyable, absent of any petty squabbles. Alas, that was long ago. My work is at it again. This time it's Zahn and Stack who are quarreling over the Gob Roller's controls. Oh, my brain cakes ache so. My god. My apologies, I have a nasty habit of slipping back into Gobby speak when vexed. I'm ashamed to ask this of you once more, but could you talk to the two of them? You did a great job before, and I cannot think of any other way to solve this. What? Oh, why don't you talk to them? But why does it gotta be me? You wanna know why I'm fine with Stack? It would be my pleasure to tell you. She wants to design the controls to be hero-friendly. Can you believe that? Any imbecile who knows that the goblins are best suited to operate such machinery, and the Goblin is no exception. What sense does it make to design the controls for races that are hardly going to be used the thing? No work will be done until she acknowledges the error of her ways. Although I wonder if someone that deluded is capable of such a thing. My god, guys, just... what am I dealing with here? Stack wants to design Worthy Cog inside her Uplander, but Zan says no! Zan has met Nullings of Worthy Cogs, but only he make Gobrel insides that suits Uplanders. Stack can't sweat work with these addle-brain ideas. Zan needs to think like Gobby. Like, sure. Whatever. I know that can't have been easy. The bright side, now that we know the issue, all we need to do is fix it. Would you be able to bring me 5 chunks of feather iron ore, old girl? What's that gonna do? Splendid! My friend, a merchant of sorts, is more knowledgeable of this particular mineral than I. Seek him out at the hard place, and he shall tell you where to find what we need. Okay. Okay. Where am I gonna be sent off to now? God, I love this mount. I love this mount music. You're the upland that gave God your ore more precious than Jingleshine. More good Gobby friend indeed. Are you well? I need some advice. Searching for feather iron ore. Gobby is always willing to aid Styx's busy deals. Uplander is good Gobby friend, so no Jingleshine is needed. You'll find what you seek in the Far East. Head for the Ruby Sea. Okay, great. So the Ruby Sea. Where in the Ruby Sea? Hell's Lid. Okay. So Hell's Lid in the hell it says in the quest right there. Duh. All right. So once I've gotten the ore, I will be back to turn it in. Okay, I got really lucky with that one. I had an additional gather yield, so I got 2 for each strike, and the Unearth 3 buffed up my high quality chance up to 100%. So that was easy. All right, Stick, I got your stuff. Perfect! The quality here is even better than the last batch you delivered. No, fetch Zon and Stack for me. Alright, so what magic are you gonna work with here? And how is this gonna work with the controls? Stack at your catch that Styx wants to trade tongue flaps with Gobby. But why is Zon here? Take a look at this before you get too riled up. At the 12, I've never seen a mineral quite like this in my life. Stack does not see this in Eorzea. Where did the Uplander find it? The Far East. We had our miner friend travel all the way to the Far East to retrieve this for us. Once smelted, it can be used to create metal as a feather. Well, almost. Use this to create the vehicle's controls, and I'm certain the decrease in weight will enable you to design something that's very special indeed. Chief, I have not the foggiest idea what you were saying. Look, both of your attitudes are perfectly logical, but this is Ottoshire, a place where goblins and men live in harmony. Are you telling me that our work should not reflect that? I mean, it's got a point. Why not make two seats of interchangeable pedals for the gob roller? One would be more suitable size for goblins, Lalafels, and other smaller races. The other would account for the realm's larger races. I'm positive that if the two you work together, you have the potential to create controls convenient for all races. I'll not abide a request of Miner's friend help. Miner friends help otherwise. Well, thanks. Chief Sticks is gobby, best gobby. 2 brain cases are better than 1. It's hard to admit, but I was indeed in the wrong. Okay, well, at least you admit it. You yet again? You have saved the day. My thanks, Tesla. Excellent work today, as always. Let's head outside and discuss your next job. Yes, I'd like to believe there actually will be a next job. Well, that sounds very ominous and foreboding. What's going on? Maybe I ought to consult with Slowfix about this. I just feel that something needs to be done to improve our working conditions. We can't very well expect to finish this project in a timely manner if we're bickering every step of the way. I also will not dare to rely on your help forever. I have the utmost confidence in the ability of every single one of my workers. I just wish I could stop worrying about their personalities. If only there was some way they could all work in harmony. Sorry, old girl. This is nothing for you to concern yourself with. Go and speak with No. He's been waiting long enough. I mean, he hasn't been waiting that long. He just walked out. Alright, No. Allow me to thank you once again for all your hard work. I'd love to say this will be the last time we require your problem-solving talents, but recent events make me somewhat doubtful. I wish I could have helped myself, but someone in my position really needs to remain neutral during times like this. What is your position anyway? You haven't done anything. I wouldn't imagine that we will be requiring your services, mining or otherwise, in the immediate future, so take this chance to rest up. Oh my god. I'm late. Hi there, Cecila. Sorry, you've caught me at a bad time. Are you familiar with Rowena? Well, not quite sure how it happened, but I forgot. Oh god. Uh-oh. I forgot to pay her for a job. I've been so busy of late, completely slipped my mind. Mercifully, she is not demanding any extra coin for the delay. Instead, she has requested help with a job of her own. In fact, if I don't cooperate, she says she won't give me the goods I had her procure for me in the first place. What's more, she wants you of all people to carry out this task. I haven't a clue why or who, but someone told her that a skilled miner had been seen frequenting Styx's bang pots of late. I hate to press this upon you, but please, I beg of you, help Rowena in my stead. My god. How many times have I had to help that woman? Where you at? Oh, that's right, she's in here. With all of her other entourage of... Well, I'll be. Never did I expect that the man would want to run the bank pots would turn out to be the one and only Cecil Rai. Do you just like the feel of a pickaxe in your hand, or are you truly that desperate for coin? Well, kind of both. Huh. Not my business, I suppose. Any road, as No may have told you, you're to bring me some serpentine, and you can go ahead and tell him that I expect this to be the last time he gives me any trouble. Oh, and I suppose I ought to tell you that you won't find it anywhere to save in Yangsha, in the Far East. Precisely why it fetches such a pretty price here in Eorzea. Bring me 8 of them, and you can tell No that we're square. Okay, so where in Yangsha am I going? This tells me absolutely nowhere. Really? Where am I supposed to mine this? Yangsha's a big place. You couldn't narrow it down just a little bit? Oh, if you're having trouble figuring out where it is, I will show you. It is at... I was actually pretty close. So you would want to go to Namai, and it'll be right over here in this area. The unseen spirits laughing. So it'll be right over here. Here you go, and I got lucky too. I got another gathering yield plus with the high quality. Got it in one step, or one mining attempt, I should say. Here you go. Good lass. Well, you paddled up your end of the bargain. Here's what Nona was after. Thanks for that. A good bit of business. Still a bit puzzled as to what's going on at Styx's bang pots, mind you. I've worked with them for some time now and have never had any trouble getting compensated for my services before. I think on it, I haven't seen much of Styx lately. He tends to stop by every now and then to check the quality of ores and the like, but I can't remember the life of me the last time he came here. Well, that's not good. Sessa, please put me out of my misery. How did it go? I had to do some work for you, but here we go. Thank heavens! With this, we can continue our work on the gob roller. Well, I suppose not, since there are no pressing matters at this point in time. No, I cannot get conscious light of someone who has helped me so much. Allow me to apologize to you, Cessa. It's high time I apprised you of the current state of our work. For a while now, the project has been at a standstill. And before you jump to any conclusions, this has nothing to do with quarrels breaking out between our workers. No, it's much more serious. Chief Styx is missing. I've tried to ascertain his whereabouts, but no one's been able to help. I don't suppose you ever heard anything. You mentioned something about visiting Slowfix. Went to Slowfix for advice, you say? What on earth could he... but of course, you must have sought him to discuss all the recent bickering between the manufacturing workers. It really matters not why you went to speak with him. What's important is that we find out if Slowfix knows where the chief is. As we have no other clues at this moment, I suggest we seek out Slowfix post haste. Come along, Cecil. Okay. Hello, guy. Madam. Whatever your gender is. Mr. Slowfix, I was wondering if you might have the time to answer a few questions of mine. Slowfix has no need to trade tongue flaps to guess what knowing's Uplander want. Uplanders wouldn't have Slowfix explain where Styx went, yes? You know the chief's whereabouts? Slowfix has lots of knowings, but not those ones. Styx had the shivery shakes as his workers traded fists instead of tongue flaps. Styx used to be one of the Illuminati, but as they became crazier and crazier, he chose to run away from the bad gobbies. Oh. Okay. Coming to Isleshire, home to both gobbies and uplanders, Styx was sure he had made the right decision. Told Slowfix that this was his dream. Styx made bang pots so uplanders and gobbies can sweat work together for a bright future. Slowfix would have workers keep this in their brain cases. I shall talk to everyone about this. You have my word. I would greatly appreciate your presence when I do, Cecilla. Probably come with me to the manufacturer at once. Or once more. Okay. Great. Wonderful. You have no idea how reassuring your presence is, Cecilla. Wait a moment while I gather the others. Why does no summon stack? I have asked you all to lend your ears as I wish to share what you've found out about the chief's disappearance. In short, you're saying that the chief's desertion is down to us. It is the end of the world as we know it, and yet I cannot criticize the chief's actions. We have tested his patience time and time again. It's hard to believe, but our own bickering is to start the very dream we came together to make a reality. We're nothing but without the chief's guiding hand. You're the same mind, Cecilla. No. We can do it. We're capable. We don't need the chief. We can do it. Quite right. However, we must first need to change our approach. Well, then can we continue the project that Styx started? Nono's words excite Stack. Then the time has come to finish the gob roller. No, the fire in your heart is infectious. But tell me, just what do you mean when you say we must change? We need to focus on working together as a team, not as a collection of individuals. I myself just know how easy it is to get caught up in matters that only concern oneself. For the duration of this project, I have consistently relied on Cecil's help and done nothing of note. That's true. You have. You haven't. But that ends today. At this moment, we are the team in the truest sense of the word. This, I am convinced, is the key to finishing the Gobro as well as continuing our work long into the future. Chief would no doubt say the same exact same thing were he here today. Stack back things, the sticks saying the same thing. The impossible is possible if we help each other. Yes, quite an idea. My eyes were once clouded, but now they're perfectly clear. It'll go some way towards making up for us disappointing the chief too. This is it. At last, the revolution I've been waiting for. We know what we must do. Let's finish what we started. The chief. So if you have time, let's speak outside. Why can't we just speak here? Why do you gotta make this difficult? Thank you for everything, Cecil. The chief may still be missing, but my faith in our workers has never been stronger. There's one last job I'll have you do when you feel ready. That should provide us with everything we need to finally finish this project. Okay. Alright. Cecil, delight to see you as always. Please follow me to the bang pots. Alright, so what's his last job? So allow me to begin by explaining how things currently stand. As you are doubtless aware, the Goblin is close to completion thanks to a much changed approach to the project. In fact, we've recently been able to hit the mic. We've been able to run the vehicle through some basic tests. However, said tests did not provide the results we had hoped for. The cerulean engine's power output is somewhat lower than expected, and well, quite shamefully, the Goblin was unable to clear the debris we prepared for testing purposes. We did all we could to fix this, but even boosting the engine's power output, but alas, the pistons were unable to cope with the extra strain. In light of this, we decided to create new pistons using a different, sturdier material. I imagine you've already guessed as much, but it is this material which we need you to procure for us. Pummelite, a metal known for its high levels of durability, heat capacity, and thermal conductivity. The only issue is, I have no idea where it can be found. What's more, it seems this mineral is rather difficult to get one's hands on. Perhaps you could try asking your friends at the Miners Guild. They may have an idea where it can be mined. I'll be grateful if you're able to bring back 5 chunks. Alright. Let's go check on... see what Adel knows. Alas. You're searching for what? Can't say I expected to hear you of all people bring that mineral up. Why, what's so bad about it? You'll find what you need in the peaks of Garabania. Word has it, it was traded fairly often back in the day. However, that all changed over the past century. First, it became increasingly scarce thanks to the Autumn War between the Alamigo and Gridania. Then, once the Garland Empire took Alamigo for their own, trade of the minerals ceased completely. But I imagine the Miners Guild's very own Cecil Rye will be more than up to the task of locating a deposit of Pummelite. Best of luck to you, my friend. Great, so that must mean it's in the peaks. Alright, so here's the quirk with this one. I'm not gonna actually take you to where we need to go, rather than cut it out right away. Now, and this will go for Botanist and I think Fisher too. But the final quest is a timed node, which is unfortunate. So this particular node can be found at 2612, which is fairly close by actually. Right over there. Works for me. So the time node that will appear between 7 a.m. and 7, or no, excuse me, not 7, 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Eorzea time. So, it is 1:26 Eorzea time. So, we're in for a wait. So, this is the area that it will spawn in. So, once I have gotten the ore, we will be back to turn it in. Alright, I finally got the ore. Yeesh! I hate waiting for I hate time nodes, you know? They're annoying and they're a pain in the ass. Alright, no. Nice to see you return, Sissa. Did you manage to find the Pummelite? I had to do a little bit of waiting, but I got it. Here you go. Want to take the extra one just in case? It's precisely what I needed. I know I say this every time, but I'm well and truly in your debt, dear friend. I shall set about making an ingot out of this at once. Make it worthwhile. Finish at last. I could not have hoped for a higher quality, even in my wildest of dreams. This will more than suffice for the pistons we require. Where are the rocks? I just finished smelting them together to a rather lovely ingot. But don't just take my word for it. Have a look for yourselves. But 12, this is incredible. To think it was still possible to obtain Pummelite. Exquisite work, Cecilla. Listen, everyone. Let's not the fruits of Cecilla's labors go to waste. We will create pistons capable of supporting our beloved gob roller. Do you hear me? I think everyone within Mom heard that, and I'll be lying if I said I had not gotten me nice and fired up. It's time to we got to work. Let's do it. Get to work. Do I get to see the stupid gob roller for myself? I like how that workbench just started to fade out of existence. I saw that as the screen came back. It shouldn't take us as long to get the new parts made and inserted into the vehicle. The plan is to test the gob roller and its new pistons by the answering quarter. I do hope to see you there, Cecilla. You contributed so much to the project after all. Front row seats! Alright. So let's check out our fruits of our labor. See where all of our materials have gone. Alright. Oh, right there. Alright, where's this vehicle at? Good to see you, Cecilla. Everything's in place. All that's left is to put the gob roller and its pistons through their paces. We're just waiting for Stacks to get the engine going and then we can start their test. Oh, look at that thing. Alright, let's see if this works. Commence relay contest. So this works. Worked! Look at that! Huzzah! Good day, everyone. Whatever is the fuss about? Chief, where in the seven hells have you been? We've been gone so long we've already finished work on the gob roller. I see. Well, that is nice to hear. I wonder how this is how Mother Choco feels when her chicks leave the nest. Chief, do not misunderstand us. We are delighted to have you back, but did you not think to even leave a letter without vanishing? Quite right. I was terrified you have gone to that place where all good gobs go. What are you talking about? I had simply gone to ask an old friend for some advice. I got caught with some other business and told him to let you know I would be delayed in my return. Clearly this slipped their mind. Honestly, that blasted Braid Flox is horrendously forgetful sometimes. Oh yeah, if it's Braid Flox, then yeah. Well, hearing that certainly makes me feel a little better. I was of the mind that you had abandoned the team for all of our constant bickering. It certainly gave every one of us some cause of self-reflection while you were away. I wouldn't want to suggest that your absence helped us, but our revised approach to the project enabled us to boost the Cerulean Engine's power output. All the credit should really go to Foe. It was her redesigning the Gobbler's innards that got us this far. That is absolutely nonsense, and you know it. Your advice on how we should fuel the vehicle is priceless. Seems to me you're conveniently forgetting all the hard work that I and a certain Goblin girl put into the Gobbler's exhaust system. I would also draw your attention to my redesign of the Gobbler, which fully incorporated all your improvements, not to mention Cecil's invaluable help in procuring all those materials. Do you know what I saw when I first set foot in Ottershire? Men and goblins working in harmony, a vision that gave me a dream for the future. You have all turned that dream into a beautiful reality, and for that, you have my sincerest thanks. Alright. And there they go. Cecil, no doubt you have already been thanked enough for a lifetime, but allow me to express the sentiment once more. As young Nono stated, your help was instrumental to our success. You may not be aware of this, but I used to be one of the Illuminati. They tasked me with developing a vehicle that would allow them to safely conduct pilgrimages across the land. However, things turned sour when that dastardly Quick-Think stole my plans and twisted them to something different. Something evil. The resulting monstrosity was the God Machine, a savage weapon. My frustration and sadness, coupled with the disdain that I had long harbored for the Grandmaster, pushed me to finally leave those mad goblins behind. I imagine you are more or less aware of the major events that followed. At any rate, your work for us is done. I do hope to see you again in Ottershire one day, old girl. Maybe one of these days. Maybe one of these days. Well, we'll see. You know, I'll be around. Wait, where's Nono at? Where you at, Nono? You still out here? Oh, there you are. I flew right by you, I'm sorry. I'm going to keep saying this until you're positively sick of it, but thank you again for all you've done. Now that the Gobbler prototype is in working order, we shall continue our tests and eventually move into developing improved versions in the future. And someday our work will give birth to utopian Ottershire, one where any disharmony between goblin and man is but a decent memory of the past. Oh, and before I forget again, I will arrange for your payment to be sent to the Miners Guild. Please give Adel my regards when you next see her. Alright. Finishing Miner off where we started. Seems appropriate. Welcome back, Cecil. Nono had some very complimentary things to say about your work. Seems you have done the guild's reputation quite a service. Something tells me you'll find the payment that you sent to your liking as well. I know I don't usually ask much about outside of work, but would you mind telling me what kind of place Ottershire is? It's been playing on my mind ever since the job came in. It's a place where man and goblin work together in harmony. Men and goblins working side by side, eh? Well, Don could learn a thing or two from that, I'd say. It'd be nice to go and take in with something so lovely with my own eyes someday. But I digress. Good work as always, Cicela. You can be sure I'll be in touch again whenever the guild gets a job worthy of your skills. And that is never, ever again. Alright! And that is the end of the levels 50 through 70 minor jobs. Job quests. Like I mentioned before, there's a whole crystalline means story quest for miner and botanist. You only have to go through it once, so if you choose to go through botanist with that quest line, you do not have to go through it with miner. Once you complete it, you're done. It's kind of like the role quests. But yeah. I guess it doesn't really matter what I roll, so I'm gonna go through botanist. Well, first I'm gonna go through all the job quests first. Then I'm gonna go through. Actually, what I'll probably do, I'll go through all the job quests, including crafters and including the crafters as well. Then once everything is at 80, once all the job quests are done, I'll go through all the crystalline mean stuff together. Well, it's not all, they're all gonna be their own separate video, but I'll go through the quest lines after all the job quests are done. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. It sounds like a good plan, rather than breaking them up. But yeah, that's the plan. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Later.